What's going on? You were hanging out with Death Count. Welcome to part 7 of my room collection tour, man. I can't believe we're up to part 7. You know what I mean? So far, we have been through all this artwork here, comics on top. We did the statues. We did the figures in the cases. We did that. And we left off right after these comics on top. We already covered those, so now we're up to Frank Miller Signature Series piece right here. This I got at New York Comic Con last year on Saturday of New York Comic Con. I got some inside info. I'm not going to say who told me, but he told me that Frank was going to be doing a very limited signing in Artist Alley on Sunday. And for the first 5 people, he will sketch. So I made sure I was there. I snuck into New York Comic Con to even fucking get in there early. But that's a different story that I could probably tell you for like 10 minutes. But this is my only CGC book. Why is that? I'm not really a big fan of CGC. I like to read my books. I like to open them up. I like to smell them. I like to read them. I like to lick them. Okay, I don't lick them. But I didn't mind getting a CGC book this time for a few reasons. One, I already have a bunch of the same book, man. I have so many copies from DK3. Number 1, so I have so many, so I didn't mind. 2, it's Frank Miller, and it is something that I would like to preserve, just in case in the future, maybe I'll spill coffee on it or something. I've never done that, knock on wood, but I just wanted a little more protection for this Frank Miller book, and I've had other Frank Miller sketches in the past, but this was something was very special to me, right? So I thought it was cool that he gave me a quick Batman and he wrote, "Be good." It's so him, man. Like, it's like funny, me and my fiance call him Grandpa Frank because he's like our grandpa. Right? So he's like, "Be good, kid." Right? So pretty cool, man. If you guys don't know what CGC is if you want to get a comic book graded professionally, you send your book out to CGC. They're located in Florida. 3 people will look over your book and send it back to you in a few weeks or months, and they'll give you a grade. The highest you can get usually is 9.8. I got a 9.6. I don't even know why, man. I thought it should have been a 9.8, but that's pretty much it. If you want signature series, like it says here, you need to get a witness from CGC to watch whoever you're getting your book signed. They have to see it. That's the only way to get the signature series. There is another way, but I'm not going to tell you guys. I really shouldn't. But anyway, let's move on. I'm very happy to have that book. And thank you, Frank Miller. You're the fucking best. Here we have some artwork. Guy's name is Jim Ferguson. What I really love about this guy's art is he chooses certain scenes in the movies that you really don't see other artists pick from those scenes. Right? These moments that, for me, it's just so interesting. You know what I mean? To like the average viewer, people just want the most popular scenes, right? But to me, for instance, right, let's start with the Jack Nicholson Joker. He's looking at, if you're familiar with 89, I'm going to talk to you guys like you are familiar with Batman 89, which you should be, okay? So go watch that movie. He's looking at this mask. This mask belonged to his girlfriend before he killed her. Well, they say that she killed herself, but I'm sure he pushed her to that, right? So that mask belonged to, her name is Alicia, right? Alicia. And so she just died. And then the Joker poses this mask up on the fireplace in Vicky Vale's apartment, and he's about to smash it. But what I love is he's kind of looking at it like he's thinking so deeply into this mask, while we know she meant nothing to him. You know, it's so interesting with the Joker, man. Like, you'll never know what's truly in the Joker's mind, right? But I love how he's about to smash this fucking thing like it means nothing, and he's going to laugh at it. But he's looking at it now as if he does have some kind of emotion to it. So I like how the artist, Jim Ferguson, chose this scene. It's like interesting. And what's I could relate it to the Jurassic Park piece is it's another moment that is about to happen that changes everything, right? The hunter here thought he was hunting the Velociraptor. Little did he know was the raptors were hunting him. And this is when he just realized he's fucked. Right? Look at his eyes. And the raptor, he's about to rip him apart. Or she is about to rip him apart, because all the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park are females. So, I love this moment, man. It's when the human realizes he is not in charge here. It is the animal. So, I love that piece. Really nice work, too. Really love the colors. Look at the shadow, right? And then going into light. Really nice piece. Here we have, from one of my favorite movies, I think it's very underrated, Field of Dreams. And this piece always reminds me of my father, in a way, because my father lost his father when my dad was 10. My grandfather died when my dad was 10. So like I always thought, man, it would be awesome if my dad ever had a moment where he could, grown up now, meet his dad, and like maybe he would have to go to Iowa to make that happen, right? But so this movie always makes me feel bad for my father, but it's still a great movie, right? Really great movie. So I love these pieces. The hardest thing with these pieces is finding frames. If you buy something straight from Jim Ferguson, he could hook you up with some frames, but to be honest, man, they're like a little pricey. So I waited for a while to find some frames, and I found them. It's 5 inches by 11 inches. I have 2 or 3 more art pieces. Like maybe I'll show you those in like a different video, but I can't find more frames, so I'm gonna wait until I find some frames. Let's move on here. Here we have just a print, Greg Capullo, Scott Snyder work here. Of course, the artwork is Greg Capullo, but the story is inspired from Scott Snyder. Greg signed it there, and Scott Snyder signed it there. Ha, keep smiling. Love how he did it in red, too. Well, looks kind of purplish or pinkish, but I still call it red. So, I like that piece. I'm big fans of, I'm a big fan of Greg and Scott, man. I have my tattoos over here based off of their story stuff, so love having that print. Let's go down. I have another print from 0 Year from Greg Capullo, Scott Snyder. I got this at Barnes & Noble. It was a exclusive print that you had to be there to pick up, so got it dedicated to. Really good artwork. Child Bruce Wayne being chased by a bunch of bats in the shape of a big bat. Pretty cool. Pretty nice piece. Let's move on here. I picked up this art print in Chicago, C2E2. And it is amazing, man. Like, you don't find a lot of Beetlejuice prints that are really good, if you ask me. This angle, this look, it was just perfect. Had to pick it up, man. And like, I like how it's just like black and gray, man. It's like really classy to me. But if you look at the eye color, there is some eye color there. I wish it was like a little green more, because I think Michael Keaton has green eyes, but love this piece. The artist's name is Corey Smith. And here we have another Corey Smith piece. Jack Nicholson. If you guys can't tell by now, I am a giant fucking Jack Nicholson fan. So, just like the previous one, the eyes are colored. With Corey, man, like he will color this piece in person for you. It's just, for me, it's very pricey. So, and I don't mind it in like black and gray, man. I think it's really classy in black and gray, man. If you back out, man, they look really good together. And in a way, it is kind of like Batman and the Joker, right? It's Michael Keaton. So let's move on here to this Rocketeer piece. This I found on eBay. No, wait. Actually, I didn't find this on eBay. I saw this picture online. Okay, there we go. I saw this picture online, and I liked it so much that I went over to Staples and had it printed out myself. So I'm a big Rocketeer fan. Underrated movie. And I just love this piece, man. I love the color. I love the look. Right? And I thought it would look great into my collection. So we're getting close to that 10-minute mark. I'll just show you like one more thing here. Here's a, you know what? I won't do that. I'll show you this Joker lawn piece, man. I'll probably tell you like a little bit more about this piece in the next vid, but this thing is a beast. It is life size. So I'll tell you about that more later. I want to thank you guys for watching. I will give you part 8 real soon. And thank you very much. Talk to you later.